Hello guys, Herobrine Seb here. Right behind me is a mini orbital strike cannon, which I fully designed for Minecraft Java Edition. And as you could tell from the intro, this thing is quite compact and comes with a few features. But before we talk about the features and you download the schematic, take a moment to listen, as there's some things I need to explain in the design. Alright, first let's discuss what environment the cannon works on. So you will need Minecraft Java Edition, obviously, because this will not work on Bedrock Edition, no matter what you try. You could try anything, but you will not get this to work on Bedrock Edition. This is because Bedrock simply lacks a bunch of features, such as TNT duping, chunk loading, the ability to even view chunks in the first place. All this is gonna break itself. All that line down there is gonna break itself. So the answer is no, it will not work on Bedrock Edition. The second thing is what type of Java you use. You need vanilla or fabric. However, I would recommend you use fabric. The reason why you want to use fabric is to actually get litematica, which is how you even load the schematic. And you might want to consider testing this in creative before you build it in survival, just in case. And this is the same for many redstone contraptions. Test it in creative and then build it in survival, because obviously sometimes stuff doesn't end up well. The second thing you need to consider is if you were to build this cannon on a server to try to blow up your friends or something, you need to use the right server. I would recommend using a fabric server. I cannot guarantee if it works on paper or not, because there's many different forks of paper and different configs. So I can't guarantee it works on it. And I will not be developing a paper cannon. Alright, so jokes aside, it's up to you, the viewer, to decide if the cannon works on your environment and to test it. Alright, so now that we've established what addition the cannon works on, let's talk about some of the features of the cannon. So to start with, we have a customizable nuke size, and you can put whatever you want in this. Honestly though, I recommend you put a stack, because that's what I mainly tested this cannon with. And you can see here, the cannon is going to make this small nuke that you saw in the cinematic. We also have a force shutdown. One very important thing to keep in mind, that if the force shutdown is off and you quickly unload, you see a TNT is created, and when you reload the chunk, another TNT is created. That for that exact reason, we have a water block here, so it's not gonna blow the cannon up. But you want to keep that in mind. And we also can obviously control how far the cannon goes, and we have this basic settings. So you put the settings in the dropper. You do not want to put the settings in the barrel, because that's where the items go. You press this to schedule the cannon. So keep in mind, if you click this button, the moment the cannon is unloaded, it will start it. And if the cannon is ready and somebody loads the chunks, it's gonna blow up, because the payload is gonna be in the powder snow, and it's not gonna end up well. We have an E4 clock here. You do not want to really touch this, just leave it at 5. And you might notice I'm using copper nuggets, because I like them as a dummy item. But do not change this, leave it at 5, because it's the way the cannon was designed. The cannon also comes with these compact and efficient TNT dupers, which are fast and just do the job. Alright, now that we've discussed what features the cannon has, let me show you how to use litematica to build it. Alright, to start with, you're going to need to find whatever you want to blow up, and you will put the cannon right in front of it. The cannon is one directional, meaning it cannot be put diagonal to it or anything like that. It has to be in front of it. But it can be any distance away from the target, and it's not directional, so it can be rotated without any problems. However, for the sake of this video, I'm just going to put on the planes. So let's grab a stick. This is your litematica tool by default when you install litematica. And you can see that when I pull the stick, a menu pops up, and you can see you can make a box and do all sorts of stuff. So what you want to do is you're gonna pull up your litematica menu, then click load schematics, and you will load the cannon like so. You will have, it should show up like this. Before you even think about pasting the cannon, you want to make sure it's facing the right direction. So if it's facing this direction, the cannon is going to fire that way. And you can simply go schematic placements, configure, and rotate it however you please. Before even pasting the cannon in, you want to press F3+G and make sure it is properly chunk aligned. And to do that, you can simply move it until you see the chunks that's not chunk aligned. And there, as you can see, the cannon is now properly chunk aligned, and now you can now paste it in. So to do that, hit Control and you can use your scroll wheel. That is if you're using the default litematica. if you configure it, it might be different for you. And I will not be doing an in-depth tutorial of litematica, as there's many tutorials already out there that you can use. And now I'm gonna hit my pasting button, and it should paste in like that. So when you first paste it in, you'll see force shutdown is turned on by default. This is to prevent the cannon from doing anything silly while you're pasting it in. Alright, so what you're then gonna do is you want to chunk load the area. So the schematic comes with this handy thing. Align yourself with the anvil, crouch and throw the pearl. And now the chunk is being loaded. This is because a change that was made in I think 1.21.5 to make end pearls load chunks. However, keep in mind, if somebody did find your orbital strike cannon, they could use a pearl to put you in a trap. And the pearl also means that the moment you log off, the cannon will turn off as well, because the pearl will disappear and it will no longer be chunk loaded. So if you want to avoid that, you can build a portal chunk loader. However, I will leave this for the player to decide on themselves on how to do it, because there's tutorials out there and there's no point in wasting my time showing you how to do it. Alright, now that I've showed you how to use litematica to build the cannon and various different things you need to know about the cannon, I'm going to show you how to actually fire a shot and interface with the cannon. So to start with, you will put your nuke size. As I said before, a stack is pretty good when there's a sweet spot. Keep in mind that if this is empty, you might see the E4 clock moving around, but it's fine. So I'll just put that back, and you will see the E4 clock is now locked again. You will also want to put the amount of distance for the cannon, and this cannon is fairly simple, and since it's one directional, it does not come with a calculator, because I think that would be too unnecessary. So you want to put the amount of items you want. Keep in mind that this is not the most efficient with TNT usage, because 3 stacks of copper nuggets will launch the payload that far, which is not very far. But because we use TNT duping and TNT duping is infinite, it doesn't really matter. It's just gonna increase charging speed. And if you want more range, what you could do is grab a hopper and a chest and put them in like so. And you'll see now we upgraded the storage and we can get higher ranges. And after you put the settings in the cannon, you will click this node block, and this will essentially prime the cannon. This piston will be moving around back and forth when the cannon is primed. You'll also want to make sure force shutdown is off. And now, the moment the cannon is unloaded, it will start up. So you want to go in the nether or something and just unload the chunks. Or if you're on creative and have fabric and carpet, you could do game rule spectators generate chunks false. And now you'll see the cannon starts up. Nice and simple. You will see now it's prepping the payload at the moment. And now it's accelerating the payload. And it barely even took a minute to make the payload. So the TNT tubers are deadly fast. But the acceleration stage is a little bit slower, because if we put it too fast, the cannon will blow up.
A few moments later.
Alright, so you can see that it's finished now. And I did up the tick rate, as you can see, because the acceleration stage is quite slow. So if I'm gonna just do some stuff so you can get a better view of the payload, such as tick freeze, and I'm then gonna go to creative mode. But in survival, if you don't freeze the game, the moment the chunk's loaded, the payload insta-fires at its cores. And now you will see the cannon starts up. Nice and simple. You will see now we upgraded the storage and we can get higher ranges. And if you want more range, what you could do is grab a hopper and a chest and put them in like so. And Alright, so I'm gonna tick step. And payload should be at the target codes. And this, and freeze the game. That is definitely the nuke. You can see that it was above the thing, but the payload gets a little bit laggy at times. Alright, that's enough for this video. If you want the schematic, you can obviously find it in the description. But make sure to hit the like and subscribe button before downloading it and using it. That's all for now, and I will see you next time.